in is rotate the strike.
Lovely delivery. Some extra bit of turn. They just try to play and roll his wrist over it and nudge it towards mid-wicket. Good shout as well. 8 runs coming off this over. It's 70 for 4. We are coming to you live from the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium here in Kirtipur. Day 1, match 1 in season 2 of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League. He's been impressive, Santosh. Just bowling around the stumps.
Yeah, all the spinners have been impressive, and I think particularly Santosh and Alam with their variation of pace. You know, it's flat, and then one real slow.
You're just trying to create a scoring opportunity. That's what happens when the pressure builds. You tend to manufacture shots and try to play the angles as well. Alright then, Asif Sheikh on 49. He's been a picture of focus and concentration this evening. And he's looked very good. Comes back for the second and brings up the first half century of season 2 of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League. Asif Sheikh in prime form, and the boys in the dugout as well stand to applaud what has been a matured and a sensible innings.
Well, it's had to be sensible and mature because his team have got themselves into a pickle. But gee, he's played well. I mean, 52 of just 38 deliveries while his side's been losing wickets. So he's maintained that tempo and put them in a position from a net run rate perspective is where they're in a decent position.
Yeah, just take a look at the numbers. Janakpur bowls have 75 runs, out of which 52 has come from the bat of Asif, which means the remaining 23 have come from the remaining 5 batters. And that's the kind of contribution he's made so far in this innings. There it is. If you take a look at that batting card, picture will be very clear as well. He's pushing for the second. They'll settle for one. And this partnership slowly building. 13-27. It's 76 for 4. Just the one batter getting into double figures, and that's a half century for the Janakpur bowls in the form of Asif Sheikh. But Milanta, flattered to deceive, looked good with an early boundary. Anil Kumar Shah lasted 2 deliveries, and Nicol Lofty-Eaton and Sanjay Krishna Murthy, they couldn't really put some resistance up in the middle. Nicely picked away. This protection in the deep. He'll only get a single. Alright then, just the right time to head across to the sidelines. We have Jess Crow standing by with West Indian legend and the head coach of Janakpur bowls, Shivnarayan Chanderpaul.
Here I am, joined next to me by Shiv Chanderpaul. Shiv, the team have 77 runs on the board. What do you make of their performance so far?
Look, we started well. We lost a few wickets. We lost away a little bit. We're trying to rebuild, and then once we have a little partnership going, then we can decide on the back end how we go.
And the wicket is proving quite spin-friendly this evening. Is this something you're going to take forward into the next innings?
Well, it all depends on what happens in the next innings.
Yeah, audio's gone.
It might not be that. second half they came.
You have to cue us, we've lost program. You have to cue us, we've lost program.
Yeah, Ben Charlesworth's excited behind the stumps. He felt there was something in that appeal that's been referred upstairs. This will be a body blow to Janakpur Bowls' chances if it does not go in their favour. Asif Sheikh, that's the big wicket there.
I don't know if we're supposed to talk or... Are you sure? Are we supposed to talk? Right, so does he get that back foot back in time? That's what's critical. There's no doubt that he slides in playing the attacking sweep slog, but can he get that back foot back? Lovely bit of work from Charlesworth again, who's had a good game behind the stumps so far. Front foot, all okay. Big moment, massive moment.
This is very close, and it looks like to be going in favour of the fielding side. Great glove work behind the stumps by Ben Charlesworth. Asif Sheikh maybe just went that extra bit of stride forward, despite having those long levers. Don't think he's made it in time. You've got to have some part of your foot behind the wicket. Well, the decision's been given. And the big screen, Asif Sheikh's innings comes to an end. It's been a high-class innings that comes to an end in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, captain played well. Maybe just got out at the wrong time. Is there ever a right time? Goes for 54. Brilliant bit of glove work. The Bolts are 78 for 5. Everything's we lost program there. Never produced before. I don't think he's never produced before. These are the things that Paris get onto. Gets frustrated. This looks like Samarakun. It looks like him. Lahiru Samarakun, I think. Sri Lankan all-rounder. Yeah.
Half the side back in the dugout for Janakpur Bowls in this tournament opener. The defending champions just finding themselves in a bit of a situation here. Got to give it to the discipline of Kathmandu Gorkhas. They've come back a strong side. They've prepared well. They won both their practice games. Lahiru Samarakun walks out. There again. We keep talking about taking the pace of the delivery, bowling it slow through the air. And that's troubled the batters this evening, HT.
What's the variation of pace? And that slower one is proving to be problematic for the batters.
Yeah, he'll get off the mark with a single. Was that shot on by Asif Sheikh, HT?
Well, you can understand the aggressive stroke play that Asif Sheikh wants to play. He's got himself in, he's got to a half century, but it's nicely bowled, a little bit of turn. But to me, this is all about the keeping of Charlesworth. That was quick, efficient, deadly.
And there you can see turn, a lot of turn as well. The ball's gripping off the surface. What an over this has turned out to be. A wicket and 3 runs, 79 for 5. Yeah, what a cricketing spectacle unfolding here in the middle at the Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium. These are live pictures coming to you. And those drone scenes are quite literally giving you a bird's eye view of what a beautiful stadium this has turned out to be in a year's time. Credit to the Cricket Association of Nepal. Yeah, just going by how things have panned out, we're into over number 15. Only 3 overs has gone to pace Rest have been spinners, HT.
Again, what's encouraging here by Karan KC and his leadership is he takes the left arm spinner off and brings on the mystery spinner of Milland. Naturally, he's only got the one over left here, but they know that Samarakun as a left-hander would want to target the left arm spinners. Hit with the spin.
He's had to manufacture a shot, he's had to take a bit of risk, but without risk, you don't find reward, and this time he certainly will. Just breaks the shackles at the right time, finds the release shot, Mayan. He'll have to keep going.
Big reach here from Mayan. It has to be, because Milind Kumar's length has been perfect. So he has to stretch and gets it up and over.
Yeah, you talk about the mystery bowlers. So much has changed in T20 cricket. HD. Milind Kumar, an off spinner, mystery bowler. How do you designate him?
Oh, push hard, yeah. Oh, no. That's a good decision, because that's a lovely bit of outfielding. Yeah, an off spinner, yes, but he bowls the one that comes sort of out the front of the hand, doesn't he? Seam up. And I think that's the little mystery that's attached to him.
Lovely delivery. 6 runs of over number 15. We are into the back 5 in this innings. It's going to be exhilarating. Janakpur bowls 85 for 5.
Well, just 5 overs left in this first innings. And the Bolts are going to have to try and drive up to some kind of a defendable total. They don't have what they would like at the moment. But 140 or so. As that's hit strongly back at Erasmus, who does well to keep it to a dot ball. You can see the tactics from the captain, Karan KC. He's sticking heavy with spin, isn't he? He's got so many options, 4 different bowling options, all spinners. And I think they've done a really good job on the whole, Fazil.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they were really motoring along at one stage, were the defending champions. But suddenly, between those over 7 to 12 or 13, they've been really put on the back foot. Like 6 bowlers there used by them, 3 for 15 of his 4 overs for Milind. He was the pick of the bowlers, really. I mean, they've had a good time here, and it's nice to see this tussle between bat and ball coming on really well. The lights are slowly beginning to take effect, and it's that time of the evening, isn't it? That twilight where it's difficult to pick up the ball.
Yeah, sunset time locally, 5:15. Exactly, that will of course start to creep a little earlier as the tournament progresses. So what I would imagine is we'll always have, with the 4 p.m. starts, we'll have the majority of that first innings in daylight. The floodlights really then will start to kick in, and that entirety of that second innings, where we're going to have to keep an eye on the dew, will be played under these magnificent new floodlights. Look at that sight. They can show me that shot again and again and again. It is quite stunning here. It's always been a beautiful ground. It's now a world-class ground.
Well, absolutely. It's for no reason that it's called, and for that very reason that it's called the International Cricket Stadium, TU. International Cricket Stadium here in Kathmandu. It's like a sight for sore eyes. And the mountains in the background really augur well. 16 overs done, 89 for 5.
What a beautiful sight. If you've never had the fortune to come to Nepal, you need to put it onto your bucket list now and find a way to get here to the beautiful Himalayan nation as soon as you can. It is great culture, great history, the most magnificent food if you're fond of a drink. They enjoy one across the valley here too. And I will tell you something, there is no better place to visit than here in Kathmandu, and indeed right the way across the country. Every single one of the 7 provinces represented in this Nepal Premier League by the 8 teams. All the way from the far west out in Sudar Pashim. Got the reigning champions here, down southeast in Janakpur. Heading out towards Bharatnagar in the far east. Okay, 4 overs left, 89 for 5 the score. And the skipper comes back into the attack. He's been impressive yet again, the folk hero of Nepal, the Valentine's Day boy. I'm going to tell you that story, Faisal. You'll love that.
Well, the good part really is the crowd that's come in here. Huge numbers. That's the Red Bull fan zone. Well, get in there and make sure that you get yourselves a ticket. Fabulous spot to... What a hit this! Absolutely got the middle of the bat, but just not the placement.
You're just getting a look up there at the Red Bull zone. And Red Bull bringing new energy to this tournament. One of many sponsors who've got involved. Whipped away, and whipped away stylishly. That'll go all the way. Much more like it for the Bolts, and it's the homegrown Mayan Yadav doing the business for them.
Well, yes, it was really a gift, wasn't it? Just had to get bat on ball, help it on its way. Not very big boundaries here at the TU International Cricket Stadium, but just take a look at that. A nice little swivel. The key was he was always trying to time the ball, not really hit it too hard. And there it is, just over those boundary cushions. Much to the elation of all these people who have come here to witness such a memorable event.
How do you expect the floodlights to affect play? Nobody really knows here. You've obviously played a lot of cricket in India, covered a lot of cricket in stadia that are used to floodlights. The ball will skid on a bit.
Well, it suddenly seems to play differently. Another shot of that magnificent venue, isn't it? I mean, not a seat available there for love or money. Just take a look at that. I mean, just all over the place. But just coming back to your point about the lights, yes, it does have a little effect on the pitch. But I'm just wondering what kind of effect it would have.
Guided away nicely into the offside. Should be a couple. Yeah, there was definite dew last night. It's that kind of little bit of skidding on off the surface and then in the outfield can be difficult for the spinners too.
Well, yes, it would be. The ball would get a lot soapy. It would feel like a bar of soap in your hand. Very difficult to run around and stop it. But more importantly, what I'm wondering is these youngsters haven't had too much of exposure under lights, Andrew. So how would it be catching the ball with the night sky as the background? That's the crucial one.
Yeah, you're spot on there. In fact, it's only the national team players from Nepal who've played in the likes of Oman and other venues overseas. As this one's scythed away through the offside. Good strong shot. They're going to take on the arm for the second, slightly larger side. So they'll get back for 2. 3 overs remain. 100 comes up. The Bolts, 100 for 5. Well, it's dusk, isn't it? And it means that these floodlights are kicking into full effect. I have to say, I've been privileged to come here more than 30 times now to Nepal. I've covered cricket at this ground since all the way back in 2018. I never thought I would see a day like this. And the pride of the nation, the front page of every paper, the talk of the country. It's here in Kirtipur. This isn't just a stadium and a ground. As they're going to take on the arm for the second, get back comfortably. Very wild throw. It's not just a stadium for this season or for next year. For decades and maybe centuries to come, this is going to be the place to be.
And just spare a thought for these kids playing out there in the middle. What an opportunity for them to express themselves in an international facility. The coverage of this going all around the world on Star Sports. It's a brilliant opportunity for these kids.
Now hammered, high, handsome, and just enough. Muhammad Adil Alam settled underneath it. He got into a good position. But with that bit of extra altitude up here at about 1,400 metres high, it's got the Bolts fans dancing in the stand.
Well, certainly it was a long hop. Didn't need a second invitation there. 72 meters is that hit.
We're going to have a prize for the Siddhartha Bank best six of the match for each and every game. That'll be in the mix, no doubt. Hasn't been a huge number of sixes just yet. You tend to think of this ground as being a high-scoring one, particularly at the start of series. I think the Bolts are behind where they need to be. These final 14 deliveries is Erasmus again exceptional in the field. They are critical.
Well, absolutely. I mean, with 3 overs to go, they should be in that vicinity of 140, perhaps 145. 10s and over, they get to 130. They'll need a lot more than that. The defending champions, the Janakpur Bolts, they need to get on with it in this last hurrah for them in this innings.
Very well played and well placed too. He'll get the full reward of a boundary 4. His eyes are locked in, aren't they? And that's good manipulation of the field, getting across his stumps and finding another boundary.
Well, that's called situational awareness to me. He knew exactly where the fielders were and just swiveled round and really getting it to the right of that fielder. And that was an Encel Super 4.
Cleverly bowled inside the guideline and good glove work again from Simpson. He wants a wide, he's not going to get it. It's 113 for 5. Just a few building blocks for the reigning champions to work with towards the latter stage of this innings. I still feel as though they need a massive final 2 overs. Anything less than 140 is going to be very, very difficult to defend. He should get pace back on the ball though to work with, as Rashid Khan will come in. Remember, he bowled the most expensive over of the innings. It went for 16. And before you say it, it's not that Rashid Khan, it's Nepal's Rashid Khan.
Well, the pride really for him is to play for Nepal. And I'm quite sure one day the Rashid Khan will be on these greens playing some cricket for sure.
I'm going to make it a goal of mine. I know Rashid quite well personally, lucky to cover a lot of Afghan international cricket, and he is one of the great ambassadors for our sport. In my opinion, maybe the greatest star we have in the game. In fact, the white ball goat for me is Rashid Khan, the Afghan leg spinner. Good skills from Nepal's Rashid Khan, getting that slower ball in, taking the pace off, and Lahiru can't get anything on it.
Well, it's so imperative to mix things up, isn't it? I mean, just lining him up was Lahiru, but up to the mark and up to the task was this man on your screen, Rashid Khan. And the crowd's really expecting that final 12 deliveries. Can they go big? Can he go big?
Very good skills. Death bowling has been an issue for Nepal at the national level, but proving a little bit too good there for the Sri Lankan, who just is struggling, isn't he? 28 years of age, 14 off 16 now. And really, outside of Asif Sheikh, nobody has properly stood up for the bolts yet.
Well, he was looking really good with Asif Sheikh, their marquee player. The defending champions rely so heavily on him. Unfortunately, left stumped for that well-made 54. The first 50 of this Nepal Premier League, coming in the very first innings of the tournament. How good is that?
It was Andreas Kaus, wasn't it, last season, who hit the first century. I think we'll have more than one century this year. I feel we're going to have very good batting conditions. And the quality, the calibre of the overseas stars that are coming in, even better in season 2. Down the track, just helped into the leg side. They'll think about the second, they won't get it.
Well, excellent 3 deliveries for Rashid Khan. He's really mixed things up. He foxed the batsman there, charging him. Slow delivery used to really good effect.
Very skillful bowling, it really is. And they should think of a second, but they won't be able to get there. Okay, well, it's great to be with you, and what a dream team we have. I'm delighted to be back. We've got HD Ackerman, Mikhail Vaswamy, but need to introduce you to this man here. We've got Fazil Khalil, played a lot of first-class cricket. Now, you were asking me about my Dhaka Topi. I've got one for you. Welcome to Nepal. See if you can put that on there, my friend. How good is he going to look in this? Oh, it fits like a glove.
Well, absolutely stoked to be here. Namaste to the entire country. Thank you very much for having me over here, and I'm enjoying every moment of it, especially with you, Andrew. Thank you very much.
It looks good on him too, doesn't it? Not as good as mine, though. Look at that. Oh, I love the stripe in my one. That's the one I travel everywhere, all the way around the world. And it's great to have you with us there at home. This is the opening night. I've never seen hype like it in Nepal, and it's living up to the hype on the opening night under these floodlights. Comes across his crease, but that's an excellent piece of bowling again from Rashid Khan. How well has the young man bounced back here?
Well, absolutely. I mean, he's mixed things up. He's recognized the fact that they are going to go after him. So very little pace on the ball. Taking pace off the ball is really the key. Take a look at that one again. The back of the hand. He's finished his shot and then the ball arrives. That's a really good bowling. And full marks to the skipper for bringing him on at a very crucial over.
Hit into the offside, hasn't got much of it, but will get enough to pick up at least the single. He's got to get going to get back for 2. Means that Lahiru will have a strike in the final over, and with 1 remaining, it's 118 for 5. Good little partnership. It's worth 40 for the 6th wicket, but I don't think it's come swiftly enough for the Bolts to really be in any way comfortable or confident about defending this total. They need a massive last over, and they'll have the skills of Karan KC to come up against, who'll take the responsibility of bowling the final over. One of the 4 overseas players. Just hasn't quite come quickly enough for my liking. It's been a good partnership, a good recovery. I think Mayan Yadav's played the better hand of the 2 batters. Lahiru needs to show why he's here now from Sri Lanka. And that's exactly why he's here. I think he might have heard me. The biggest 6 we've seen so far by a distance. It goes a long way, and the Bolts need it and need more of them.
Well, certainly was in the slot, and he didn't even take a look at it. Look at that. He just knew instantly that it had gone many a mile. It was very high and very wide and very, very handsome, wasn't it? A huge hit back live. There it is once again. A huge hit. Back live now.
Tries to go again. Drags it a little. But can he get back on strike? He can't. He just stood there watching it. A really poor piece of running. That should have been 2. Instead, it will be over to Mayan Yadav now.
Well, yes, this is the cardinal mistake of giving the batsman pace to work with. And that's exactly what Rashid Khan didn't do in the penultimate over. 47 now, the partnership. Very crucial runs for the defending champions.
Yeah, he's an out-and-out all-rounder, is Lahiru. Certainly we'll see his pace bowling skills in the second innings as that 1 T20I appearance for Sri Lanka. Has played in the Bangladesh Premier League as well. I liked the shade of Devold Brevis to that shot, the no-look 6. He just held his pose as he knew he had it out of the screws. What can Yadav do? 4 balls left. Fielder out there, just a single.
Well, just take a look at this for a hit, Andrew. It was in the slot, no doubt about that, but he still had to put it away, and then he just goes through with it. And much like your iron off the tee, really. He just teed off there, didn't he?
Yeah, I think we may as well stop the count. That's the Siddhartha Bank 6 of the match for me already. Big hit. Yeah, the no-look 6. I don't think it would have happened back in your day. The coach would have given out to you, would have said, watch the ball. But there's a little bit of logic behind it too. It's trying to hold your shape in the shots, trying to make sure you hold the pose. Very tight. Very tight to being given as a wide, but given as the one for the over. Lahiru not happy.
Well, again, the premium of not giving the batsman any pace to play with. Just take a look at that one again. There it is, digging that one in short, imploring the umpire for a wide. Your take, Andrew?
Well, I was a bowler, so I'll say it wasn't, but I think the batters will say it definitely was. That one's bowled from 25 yards, and it's hit to Mohammed Adil Alam, who holds on. Excellent catch. We've seen 2, both in that same location. The first one from Erasmus. This time it's the returning star himself. The all-round skills of Mohammed Adil Alam.
What a magnificent catch under pressure. There it is, the big heave-ho. Picks the fielder, but more importantly keeping his eyes on the ball, head really steady, and a really smart catch. Thank you very much, says the bowler. It's really the fielder's wicket more than the bowler's, isn't it? A nice little cameo. 22 of 21, Lahiru back in the hut. The defending champions, 126 for 6.
Rupesh Singh for the final ball. Hits that very well. Lovely little cameo from Rupesh Singh. He came in and made his debut for the national side this year. We'll see him more with the ball in the second innings, but that's the perfect ending pretty much for an innings that wasn't the best from the reigning champions. Only 130 runs on the board. And I think there's only one way to look at it. It's massive advantage to the hometown Kathmandu Gorkhas with their new head coach, Monty Desai. They will be very, very confident of opening NPL Season 2 with a win.
Well, they'll be surely hurting, will the Janakpur Bowls put into bat 130 for 6 for them. They needed about 140 for sure. But they've got runs on the board. It's the first game of the season. Pressure will be on for the team in the Aquamarines. They'll have to come and get those runs. So a lot of cricket to play with still, Andrew.
Is it the aquamarine, the teal, the turquoise? You tell us at home. What do you reckon of that beautiful new Kathmandu Gorkhas kit? Most men are colourblind, so we'll probably both get it wrong. But whatever the case, it's been a really entertaining first innings. I do think it's a pretty significant advantage to the men in teal. They have been excellent with the ball, but for the batters, Asif Sheikh and Mayan Yadav, two of the hometown stars, the real pick of them. Big disappointment for the overseas trio, Lahiru Malantha, Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton, Sanjay Krishnamurthy, between them just 11 runs. The overseas players will not have it all their own way because there is so much local talent here. 22 for Samarakun, and it was 130 for 6. Opening partnership looked good, but after that the wickets really hurt things.
Yes, but they lost their skipper. There was nothing there on the board, and then it was that man Asif who was doing all the damage. Once he departed, things started going south for them, taking them to that score of 130. They do have the runs on the board. That 48 partnership between Mayan and Lahiru, how important would it be in the context of this game?
Well, now we're delighted to have Jess Crow, our official NPL presenter, as part of the team. I think she's got Asif Sheikh with her. Down to you, Jess.
That's right, I'm joined here mid-innings by Asif Sheikh, the man of the moment. Asif, a huge 54 off just 41 balls. What do you make of your performance out there tonight?
I think we started really well in the power play. The wicket was playing really nice in the early overs, so we were looking to maximize the power play. But I think we kept losing wickets in the cluster.
And what was the importance of making sure you stayed out there and building those crucial partnerships?
We were just looking to. I was looking to play till the 20th over, and Raymond had one in. Can't do anything. I was just looking to play till the 20th over and build up a good partnership, but unfortunately I couldn't able to do it.
And now, what was your approach going to be going into the next innings? Obviously, it's proven very, very spin friendly out there. What's the team approach of attack? Sorry.
I think 130 is a good score on this wicket. There's a bit of there's something on the wicket for the spinner, so we'll be looking to defend the total and ball in the right areas. That's it.
Wonderful. Well, all the best and good work.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Magnificent juggling down there, Jess. Thank you very much indeed, and great to hear the thoughts of Asif Sheikh, who played ever so well. He was the star of the show with the first 50 of this Nepal Premier League Season 2. The star with the ball, well, he's having the most remarkable 2025. Nepal fans were cursing him throughout the ODI series in Dubai last month. America's Milan Kumar, the star of the show, with 3 for 15. It was a spin-heavy bowling innings, and it was really only up in the power play here where there was a bit of success at first. Asif Sheikh, I thought, was the pick of the batters, and he played very nicely, but soon after it was all about this man Milan Kumar. He picked up 3 altogether, and what a catch this was from Gerard Erasmus.
Yes, they were really good in the field, and they really needed to be. An error of judgment on the part of the batsman playing the wrong line. That's when they came back into the game. The defending champions really under the cosh there at that moment. Nice 50 for Asif Sheikh in this big first game, and that was the crucial moment for me. the departure of that man Asif Sheikh really set the cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, there was a good effort, wasn't there, for the sixth wicket. I thought Mayan Yadav, one of the local stars, played really nicely. We saw a few moments too from Lahiru, who hit 2 sixes in his innings of 22, including that monster. That was a big hit, but a clever piece of bowling delivered from about 25 yards by Karen KC, and an excellent catch held under the floodlights. The first one really under the full glory of these floodlights by Muhammad Adil Alam. And despite that boundary from the final ball of the innings, it means that the reigning champions are going to have to be satisfied with just 130 to win. Can the hometown Gorkhas get off the mark with an opening night victory? To do so, they'll need 131 to win. Don't go anywhere too far. All the action in just a few moments' time.